Hello, grumpy old fart here. Still fighting that cold, but voice is a little better today. Uh, the Navy, I don't know if you heard, go back and watch some of my other videos on UFOs and things like that. The Navy recently announced that their pilots took real, authentic, genuine photos and videos, gun camera videos, clear video of UFOs. And the videos weren't supposed to be released, but they were, and so the Navy made the announcement that they're real. And that does change the scope of the questions that can now be asked. Because these videos are real, now we have to go back and look at other instances where people were supposedly, they had UFO stories, UFO events, encounters, that kind of thing, and they were laughed at and ridiculed. But now, because of this announcement, we have to go back and look at them again. Because maybe they were telling the truth. Okay? Excuse me. Okay. There's a man named Dr. Stephen Greer. He's working on a thing called the Disclosure Project. He's trying to get the government to admit that they have these UFOs and things like that, and they have information and have gained technology. Well, ostensibly, what you want in a UFO insider, a government insider, you want somebody who's got military background, somebody who's got government background, somebody who had clearance to see these things if they're real, and somebody who's willing to talk about it. Those are the four things, in my opinion, that you really, really need. Sorry, dogs. So those are the four things, okay, that you want in a government insider. Now, how about this? Enter Paul Hellyer. Paul Hellyer was born in 1923. He was an aeronautical engineer, so he's a learned individual. He served in World War II as an artillery gunner. He wanted to be a pilot, but they had too many of them, so they stuck him in artillery. This man wanted to serve. He was elected to various posts in the government in Canada from 1949 to 1960, roughly. And he was in 1963. He was named their Minister of Defense, which is something like our Secretary of Defense. So he's got all those four criteria. He's got them down. Okay. Now, over the years, Paul Hellyer made some very fantastic claims. He claims, in 2005, he claimed to have seen a UFO with his wife and some friends, and that's not uncommon. But in 2007, he demanded the world governments disclose alien technology. And he ostensibly did it because he wanted to combat climate change, and I think that's bullshit, but, I mean, I can't control what other people think. But the fact that he wanted them to disclose the alien technology, that's something to be considered. From 2014 on, he has made some very fantastic claims. He says at least somewhere between 4 and 20 species of aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years. Now, excuse me, when I first heard this guy talk, he seems rational and he seems very credible, but the things that he says are so fantastic that you kind of take him with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? Excuse me, throat. Anyway, but now that the Navy has admitted they're real, this guy has some serious claims, some fantastic claims, but he's got the military and the government backing and the clearance to where now we have to consider whether or not this guy was telling the truth. And if he was, we're not talking just the alien greys or the 1 or 2 species. We're talking up to 20 species. Man wrote a book about it. I don't know if any of this is true or not. I honestly don't know. And 20 species seems a bit much. But if he's right, then there's an entire galactic community out there And chances are they know each other, and if they do, are they at war? Are they friends? Are we going to get stuck in the middle of some kind of a galactic war? Are we being used as pawns one way or the other? Do we know? Do they know? My contention here is, if we had a government insider, this is the kind of guy you'd want. This guy has all 4 criteria for being a quality source of information on extraterrestrials in the government. But again, he's getting old. He's in his 90s, so you don't know if he's with it up there. And I don't want to disparage him, because he may be a very lucid individual. He may be like on target there, but we don't know. And some of his claims are pretty fantastic. So all that being said, I leave that up to you guys to decide. But again, this guy has the insider knowledge to be able to reveal specific information, but his claims are so fantastic, you just don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. Given the fact that the Navy has said that these aliens are real, maybe he's onto something. You never know. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.